Hello, our wonderful students, and welcome to a brand new series here on the English Episode channel. This is the place where we transform your textbook English into real-world, confident conversation. I'm Mr. David, and I'll be your guide on this exciting new journey.
And I'm Emma. And sir, I am so ready for this journey. I feel like my English-speaking brain has only one setting, and it's formal robot. I know all the grammar rules, I have a decent vocabulary, but when I have to actually talk to someone, it all falls apart.
A very common feeling, Emma. Can you give me an example of this formal robot in action?
Oh, it was so embarrassing, sir. Last week, I bumped into a classmate I hadn't seen in a while. He smiled and said, "Hey, Emma, how's it going?" And my brain just short-circuited. I stood there for a second and then replied in the most serious tone, "Greetings. I am in a state of well-being. My academic pursuits are proceeding as scheduled."
Oh, Emma. What was his reaction?
He just stared at me, blinked twice, and said, "Okay, cool." Then he walked away very quickly. I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. Why can't I just sound normal? Why can't I sound like a friend?
That is the million-dollar question, and it's exactly what this entire series is about. The English you learn in school is designed to help you pass exams. It's correct, but it's often stiff and unnatural. Real conversation has a different rhythm, a different music. And in this series, starting with episode 01 today, we are going to teach you how to hear and play that music.
You mean you're going to de-robotize me, sir?
That is the plan. We will break down every aspect of a great conversation from the first hello to the final goodbye. And today, in our very first episode, we are starting at the most important and most common point, mastering greetings and small talk. We're going to move you far beyond, "I am fine, thank you," and "you?"
I am so ready. Please, save me from my robotic self.
Consider it done. So, to everyone watching, welcome to episode 01. Get your notebooks and your curiosity ready because your journey to becoming a natural, fluent English conversationalist starts right now. All right, Emma, let's start with the phrase that begins almost every English conversation. How are you? As you've discovered, the standard textbook response, "I am fine, thank you," and "you," while grammatically perfect, instantly marks you as a learner. It's a conversation stopper, not a starter.
It really is. It feels like a wall. So, what are the alternatives?
First, let's look at different ways to ask the question. Native speakers rarely just say, "How are you?" in a casual setting. You'll hear many variations. "How's it going?" Very common and friendly. "How have you been?" Perfect for someone you haven't seen in a while. "What's up?" Or the even more casual, "Sup?" Very informal, used with friends. "How are things?" A nice, general way to ask.
What's up always confuses me, sir. I never know how to answer. Do I talk about what I'm doing?
That's a great question. What's up is less of a question and more of a greeting, like, "Hey." The most common and natural responses are very short. "Not much." "Hey, not much. What's up with you?" Or you can just say, "Hey, what's up?" right back. You don't need to give a detailed answer.
That's a relief. So I don't need to list my daily activities. Now, for the other questions, like, "How is it going?" what can I say instead of "I'm fine"?
Think of your answer as a menu of options that reflects your real feelings. This makes you more human and relatable. If you're feeling good, "Pretty good, thanks." "Doing great." Or the very common, "Can't complain." If you're feeling just okay, "I'm all right, not too bad." Or "Doing okay, just the usual." If you're having a busy or tough day, "I'm pretty swamped today, but I'm hanging in there." Or "A bit tired, to be honest. It's been a long week."
"Can't complain" sounds so natural and fluent. And I'm hanging in there is a great phrase for when things are tough but not terrible. So the key is to be a little more honest and descriptive.
Exactly. It makes you relatable. And here is the golden rule that we will come back to again and again in this series. Always ask back. A conversation is a two-way street. After you answer, you need to pass the conversational ball back to them.
So after I say, pretty good, thanks, I should immediately say, how about you?
Perfect. Or you can use, what about you? Or, and yourself? This simple act of asking back is what turns a simple greeting into the beginning of a real conversation.
Okay, let me try to put it all together. If you ask me, hey Emma, how's it going?
Hey Emma, how's it going?
Doing great, thanks, sir. It's been a really productive week. How about you?
Wonderful. That was 1,000,000 times better. You sounded positive, you added a small detail, productive week, and you asked me back. That is the perfect start.
I feel more normal already.
You are on your way. And for everyone watching, here's your first task. How are all of you doing today? Don't say I'm fine. Try to use one of these new, more natural phrases and let us know in the comments. And if you're excited for your own English transformation, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single episode of this series. Now that we've laid the foundation with a great greeting, Emma, we need to build on it. What often comes next in small talk?
Well, sir, people often ask about your day or your weekend. My go-to answer is always, it was good. It's the twin brother of, I'm fine. Equally boring.
A perfect description. It was good is another conversation killer. It gives the other person nothing to work with. The secret here is a simple two-step formula. Adjective plus detail.
Adjective plus detail. Okay, tell me more.
First, you replace the boring adjective good with a more descriptive one. Here's another menu of options for you. If it was a fun weekend, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Or it was fantastic. If it was a calm weekend, it was really relaxing. It was pretty laid back. Or it was nice and quiet. If it was a busy weekend, it was pretty hectic, or it was non-stop. Or it was really productive. If it was just an ordinary weekend, it was pretty standard, or nothing too exciting, to be honest.
Hectic is a great word for a busy weekend. Okay, so that's the adjective part. What's the detail part, sir?
This is the magic ingredient. After your adjective, you add just one small sentence that gives a little more information. This detail is the clue that you give to the other person, just like we discussed in our last video about being a detective. It gives them something to ask a follow-up question about.
So instead of, it was good, I could say, it was really relaxing. I finally started reading a new book.
Precisely. Now, as a conversational detective, I have clues. I can ask, oh, a new book. What are you reading? And the conversation continues. Let's try another one. If your weekend was busy.
It was pretty hectic, actually. I was helping my friend plan her wedding.
Excellent. My follow-up questions could be, oh, your friend's getting married? How exciting. Or, wedding planning sounds stressful. What were you helping with? You see, the detail is the key that unlocks the next part of the conversation.
This makes so much sense. I'm not just answering the question, I'm actively helping the conversation move forward by providing material.
That is the essence of being a great conversationalist. You are a collaborative partner in the conversation. Let's do a quick role play. I'll ask you about your weekend. So, Emma, what did you get up to this weekend?
It was pretty laid back, sir. I discovered a new coffee shop in my neighborhood and spent most of Saturday there.
Oh, a new coffee shop. That's always a great find. Is it any good?
And now I can talk about the coffee shop. I see the chain.
You do. You have successfully moved beyond "it was good" and created a real engaging conversation.
I feel like I've just learned a superpower, sir. The adjective plus detail formula.
It is a superpower. And for our amazing viewers, it's your turn to practice. Tell us about your last weekend using the adjective plus detail formula in the comments below. We'd love to read them and maybe even ask you a follow-up question. And if this formula just blew your mind, let us know with a like.
Emma, your progress is fantastic. You know how to start a conversation and how to answer the first couple of questions in a way that encourages more dialogue. But a common trap learners fall into is turning a conversation into an interview.
What do you mean by that, sir?
It's when one person only asks questions and the other person only answers. It feels unbalanced. A great conversation is a dance, a give and take. We've talked about answering and then asking, "How about you?" But there's another, more advanced technique to make the conversation flow even better. I call it building a bridge.
Building a bridge? Okay, I'm intrigued.
This is the technique you use to show that you can relate to what the other person is saying. It creates a "me too" moment, which is one of the most powerful ways to build a connection. It shows that you're not just a question asker, you are a participant with shared experiences. The formula is acknowledge, relate, question.
Acknowledge, relate, question. Can you break that down for me, sir?
Of course. Let's say the other person tells you, "It was a really busy weekend for me. I had to study for a big exam." Acknowledge. You start by validating their feeling. "Oh, wow, exam weekends are the toughest." Relate. You then briefly share a related experience of your own. The key here is briefly. You are not hijacking the conversation. "I remember when I was studying for my final exams, I practically lived in the library." And this is the most important step. You immediately turn the focus back to them with an open-ended question. "What subject is your exam in?"
I see. So I acknowledge their feeling, share a very short similar story to show I understand, and then immediately make it about them again. It's like I'm saying, "I understand you, now tell me more."
Perfectly put. You are building a bridge of shared experience between you and them. It makes the conversation feel much more intimate and balanced. Let's contrast. Without the bridge, the conversation would be, "I had to study for a big exam." "Oh, what subject is it in?" It's okay, but it feels cold. With the bridge, it feels warm and empathetic.
It really does. It shows you're not just waiting for them to finish so you can ask your next question. You're actually processing what they said. Okay, sir, can we try a role play? I'll be the one building the bridge.
Let's do it. You ask me what I did on my day off.
So, sir, did you do anything fun on your day off?
I did. I went hiking up a nearby mountain.
That sounds amazing. I haven't been hiking in ages, but I really love being out in nature. It's so refreshing. What was the view like from the top?
Applauding softly. Emma, that was textbook perfection. You acknowledged my activity, you shared a personal feeling about it, which builds a connection, and then you asked me a fantastic, open-ended question to continue the conversation. That is the dance of a great conversationalist.
I feel so much more confident in handling these situations now. Acknowledge, relate, question. It's a powerful tool.
It is one of the most powerful tools in your entire communication toolkit. And for our incredible viewers, have you ever had a great Me Too moment in a conversation? What did you discover you had in common with someone? Share your story in the comments. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into conversation skills, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. We've covered a lot of ground, Emma. We've talked about asking questions, answering questions, and building bridges. Now I want to touch on a subtle but very important aspect of small talk, reading social cues and knowing what topics are appropriate.
This is a big one for me, sir. I'm always worried I'm going to say something wrong or too personal. In our last video, you mentioned avoiding MAP, money, age, and politics/religion.
Exactly. Those are the big danger zones. But there are other, more subtle things to be aware of. The key is to pay attention to the other person's body language and tone of voice. Are they leaning in and speaking enthusiastically? Or are they giving short answers and looking around the room?
If they are giving short answers, it probably means they are not interested in the topic, right?
Correct. Or they might be uncomfortable with it. If you ask someone, "How's work?" and they just say, "It's fine," with a flat tone, that is a huge clue. It's your signal to change the topic. Don't push it by asking more questions about work. You can gracefully switch to a different, lighter topic from our forward method.
So I could say something like, "Okay, well, on a different note, have you seen any good movies lately?"
A perfect transition. On a different note is a wonderful phrase for changing the subject smoothly. Another important skill is knowing how to handle compliments.
Oh, I'm so bad at this, sir. If someone says, "I like your shirt," I just get awkward and say, "Oh, this old thing?"
A very classic self-deprecating response. While it's common, a more confident and gracious response is much better. The best way to receive a compliment is simple. Smile and say, "Thank you." That's it. You don't need to downplay it.
Just thank you?
Just a warm, "Thank you so much," or "That's very kind of you to say." If you want, you can add a small piece of information, just like our adjective plus detail rule. For example, "Thank you so much. I just bought it last week." And then, if you can, give a genuine compliment back.
So if someone says, "Your presentation was great," I could say, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. By the way, I thought your question at the end was really insightful."
Emma, that is the most professional and confident way to handle that situation. You accepted the compliment gracefully, and then made the other person feel good too. It shows immense social intelligence.
This is all about being aware, isn't it? Aware of their body language, aware of their tone, aware of the social situation.
That's the perfect summary. A great conversationalist is, above all, a great observer. They are present in the moment, paying more attention to the other person than to the script in their own head.
I need to stop thinking about what I'm going to say next and start actually listening and observing.
Once you master that, you will have truly mastered the art of conversation.
Thank you, sir. This lesson on social awareness is just as important as the vocabulary.
It's the context that gives the vocabulary its meaning. And for our viewers, what's a social situation in English that makes you nervous? Let us know in the comments, and we might make a future episode about it.
Well, Emma, we have come to the end of episode 1. We started with your fear of the formal robot and the awkward silence, and now you are armed with a full toolkit for mastering greetings and small talk. How do you feel?
Sir, I feel like a new person. I know now that a conversation isn't a test. It's a dance. It's a partnership. I have the adjective plus detail formula, the Ford method for topics, the acknowledge, relate, question technique for building bridges. I actually feel excited to talk to someone new now.
That is the best possible result. You've learned that the secret isn't about having a perfect script, but about being genuinely curious, listening actively, and making the other person feel heard and valued. These are the foundational skills for every great conversation you will ever have.
I am so grateful, sir. I can't wait to practice this.
And practicing is the most important next step. So a huge thank you to you, Emma, for being such a wonderful student, and an even bigger thank you to everyone in our English episode channel family for joining us on this first step of our new journey.
We couldn't do this without you all. So please, if you enjoyed episode 1 and you're excited for the rest of the series, show your support with a big thumbs up, share this video with anyone who struggles with small talk, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss episode 2.
Your support means everything to us. So, until our next episode, keep practicing, be curious, and have wonderful, natural conversations.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, wait, sir. I have a question for the next episode.
I was hoping you would. What is it, Emma?
Okay. So I've had a great small talk session with someone. We connected, we built a bridge. It was fantastic. Now, I want to see them again. I want to ask them to get a coffee or see a movie, but that's so scary. How do I invite someone somewhere without sounding awkward or desperate? And what if they say no? How do I handle that rejection gracefully?
Moving from small talk to making actual plans. A crucial and often nerve-wracking next step. It requires a different set of language skills, how to invite, how to accept, and most importantly, how to decline politely.
Yes, that's exactly what I need to learn next.
Well, it sounds like we have our topic for the next episode. Get ready for episode 2, how to make plans and invite people without being awkward.
I can't wait.
If you all watching want to learn how to master the art of the social invitation, let us know in the comments. And make sure you have that notification bell on because episode 2 is coming soon.
Okay, now I'm really going. Goodbye for real.
Goodbye for now, everyone.